Hello, all of you beautiful people out there. Thank you so much for tuning in, for jumping on the live, and for watching the replay. I did a live this morning, and since that live, like I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, I've had I've had headache. I've had headache issues since last night. So like I got on this morning, and then after I got off, I felt all of this anxiety over the live that I did. And so I had to really like sit with myself today and sit with all of these emotions that I'm feeling over this stage fright that I have. And, if I'm real with myself, I realize that I have this image in my head of what I want to project to my audience. And that is of being like an expert, right? An expert at all of this. And um, I went live on my Facebook group because it's so much easier for me to go live there. I don't know why. This platform, there's just so many more people that can be reached. And on the super channels, I've never had um, 15,000 people watching me at one time. I know the one super channel has like almost like 7,000. My channels are growing, but they're under 200. My Facebook group has more than my holistic mom super channel, and my personal channel barely has any. And so I'm hearing from other social media influencers or people that have been on YouTube for a long time. It takes a long time to build up that following, but because I'm supported by the super channels, it's like instant audience in your face. And so there's this stage fright that I'm feeling. But then where does that come from? All of these emotions, because I say this all the time, if you're experiencing an inflated emotional response, you're being triggered. That's something that needs to be healed within you. So and this goes with everything. These emotions come up and you don't really know what they are, and so then you are irritated by other things. So like you're angry with yourself. You have all these feelings towards yourself, and then you project them out on the people that are in your physical existence. And then you get irritable. You get into you have an attitude with your family members, and then that creates tension, and they have an attitude, and then there's just fighting. But taking ownership of the emotions that you're experiencing, it's all inside you, and your thoughts are creating those. So if you sit and you think about something long enough, it's going to cause you to be in some kind of mood, right? Because you're stewing in those thoughts and creating those emotions. So anyways, the point of this was that I would went back through after I sat with it for a while. And I reached out to someone. I felt like crying all morning. Like I feel so inadequate, but I know intellectually that that's not the case. And if I have to be honest with everyone, I'm not an expert. Surprise. And I don't know it all. I know I have a lot of knowledge that I don't get to talk about enough. The people in my life are so fed up with me talking about it that they don't want to hear it anymore. And I really want to share this information and get it out there. But then, you know, I have to be real about it. I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor, obviously. I'm not a nutritionist. Yes, I am a fitness professional. Yes, I have a lot of knowledge. Yes, I know how to find credible information, but I'm not a very good listener. That's something that I've struggled with. I don't even know that I've been struggling with it if I've even, you know, cared to listen to other people. Like I just want to put my information out there and don't know how to, slow down and listen. So I realized this morning after I went back through the chats, like I'm not even listening to people in my own chat. And I'm going so fast and I have so much stage fright that I'm not taking the time to slow down and listen to what people have to say. And, I've worked with men in the past, and I have gotten out of working with men. And yes, I know that spirit does not see male or female. It's, masculine and feminine, and it's fused together. And I was, anyways, going back through the chat that a gentleman this morning was talking about. He goes, there she goes again, just talking to women. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to push men away, but I have to be careful, because then I have this other comment that says many single dads out there also would love to listen to you. At first, when I first read that, it kind of triggered something in me, but now reading it again, it didn't. Yeah, I'm sure everybody needs to hear whatever it is that I have to share, and it's going to resonate with some people. It's, going to turn some people off, and I know deep inside that the right people are going to hear my message. The people that need to hear it are going to hear it. The right people, if I'm being authentic, the right people are going to be drawn to me. And everybody goes through this fear of stage fright. There's a lot of people out there watching this and on the replay, because nobody's on it right now, but they're watching this on the replay, and they're like, yeah, I would love to, I would be so cool to get on and do videos. I wish I could, but obviously too scared. You don't have to be afraid. It's every time I do it, it feels a little bit easier, but then being so hard on myself about where I am right now, where I'm at, this is where I'm at. I'm not an expert. I'm a mom. I'm a personal trainer, and I'm an aspiring spiritual coach. And now I'm a social media influencer on YouTube with my own channel. And, I'm just starting out doing this, but what am I trying to say? Like, I'm trying to heal. We're all trying to heal. We're all going through very similar things. I know many women that I've talked to are like, wow, that is like exactly what I'm going through with my son. I have my daughter kind of rebelling and being angry because of her upbringing. Obviously, I was a very unconscious parent and projected all of my junk onto her, and now she's acting it out. And I have a really close friend that she's like, it's funny how our lives are almost parallel. She has a different life than me, but her things that she's experiencing are exactly the same. So there are men out there, I'm sure, that need to hear this message too. I'm sorry, but I'm not talking to men. I'm talking to women. And I don't know, unapologetically, it's like I'm trying to say, yeah, I don't want to offend anyone, but then I have to be real. The truth is that I'm going to speak my truth, whether it offends you or not. And if you don't like it, you can go to the next channel. But I'm not trying to be ugly about it, but maybe you can understand where I'm coming from. This is me standing in my truth and who I want to work with. One-on-one. I will only work with women one-on-one. That's what I'm tailoring my business to. And, anybody can listen to my videos. And if you get something from it, that is awesome. That's what I want. My mission and my goal is really to help people. I want to be of service to others. I want to share the information that I've learned and that I've absorbed in my life, in hopes that it will help you overcome something that you're going through. So regardless if you're male or female, and this is something that you want to listen to, please tune in, share the videos with anybody that may need to hear this message. It's amazing how I feel amazing now that I actually cried. So I was in there before I got on the live, and I cried, and glad my makeup is not messed up. I cried, and I was praying. I haven't prayed in a long time. And so that's really powerful too. If you're experiencing this at all, and you want somebody to talk to, please reach out to me. Connect with me. I have a women's only group on Facebook that is not in the description because this was like a random live. But where's my women's only Facebook group? Women's only Facebook group. It's facebook.com/groups/fitmom-on-fire. Please join the community. It's a lot more relaxed and a lot more intimate. This is actually pretty intimate. I don't think I've ever done a video like this before in my kitchen, like, so you can see all my dishes everywhere. Thanks for those that just jumped on. I am just sharing, how I feel about this stage fright crap that I'm going through, and trying to stand in my truth and speak my truth, and not be afraid of being seen, because it comes from somewhere, maybe not in this life, maybe it's not from my childhood, maybe it's from another life that I lived. I don't know. I'm actually not that tuned into spirit to be able to, not privy to that information just yet. Like, I'm living this 3D, 5D, like, I'm definitely trying to open my heart and, awaken my soul to everything. I consider myself to be pretty awake at this point. Like, I know all of the crazy shit that's going on in the world. I know that we're not alone. I know that everything's a fucking, we're in the matrix, basically, And so I'm trying to, play on the big game board and see everything from a higher perspective. And I'm learning this as I go. And my family, now that I actually have a family, I have a husband, I have 2 small children, and I was a single mom for 10 years. I have going on a 12-year-old daughter. And so all of this, having this family is so new to me. And it's like, wow, it was almost easier being a single mom than it is having a family and having children to take care of. And, you have to take care of yourself. You have to be okay. So you have to do the inner work to heal, because it's not your family. It's not your friends. It's not the shit going on in your life. It's you. Everything that you experience that's like making you upset, you need to look within. If you have physical pain that's unexplainable, it's the spirit manifesting into the physical. So the spiritual issues. I had an interview on that. You can go back and watch it with Sherry Diband. Part of that interview was on emotions in the physical body. And so things that we experience in our physical body are actually just manifestations of shit that is unresolved in our spirit. So we're running to the doctor, anytime we have something come up, and the doctor will find something wrong with you. That's what they do. They practice. And it's what do I want to say? It's a process of elimination for them. They go, okay, this is something that I learned, all of these symptoms, and pin it to this ailment. Well, that all of those same symptoms probably, can be, what's the word that I'm looking for? We'll just say pinned to many different ailments. And so it's a process of elimination. Oh, it's not that. We ran a test. That's not what it is. Okay, let's this might be what it is. Let's run a test on this. But we actually have the power and the capacity to heal ourselves. And we've been systematically poisoned. There's so many things. Like, I have all this information, and it will make somebody that is like, it's so much, it makes me feel crazy sometimes, because there are so many factors that play into what we're experiencing in our physical bodies when it comes to pain and discomfort. So yes, environment, yes, the things that we're putting in our body, the food that we're eating, the water that we're drinking, the cleaners that we're washing our clothes in, what we're putting, lotions, hair, our shampoo and conditioner, all the makeup that we're putting on, the chemicals that are being sprayed in our air. It's and then it's what we're watching, for all growing up watching television. I just stopped watching television probably a couple years ago and really tuned it out after the E, because it's all a bunch of propaganda and fear mongering. So where was I? How do I do this? Where was I at? Okay, so what you're experiencing in your physical body, and all of the emotional stuff that's coming up, this is really what's going on. I just went through a massive spiritual awakening, giving birth to my son a month ago, and so like this change has been very rapid for me. I had just the year prior had a daughter in January, so like I'm my life is just being like catapulted forward. And so all of this junk that's coming up, I'm having to deal with, and everybody gets to watch it live on camera. So it's healing to be able to talk about it. It sucks that I can't see who I'm talking to, because I know you're watching, because I can see you pop on and I can see you pop off. And so there's this, it's this weird stage fright, like these people that are jumping on, and then there are people that are jumping off. Oh, what, they don't like me, but who cares? Like, I'm sharing this message. If it doesn't resonate with you, good, because then the people that it does resonate with are staying, and they're seeing everything. So much emotion. Calm down. It doesn't all have to be said at once. And this is something that I'm dealing with, is learning how to take a deep breath and bring it back down, because my energy is wah all the time. That's how I've always been. But slowing down and not being so quick to just say everything that pops into my head. And meditation really helps. And I actually tell people that this is so important. And I at one point, before I had my 2 new children, I was immersed in meditation every day. It seemed like all day long. And even just sitting in the chair, like I'd be sitting in the kitchen with my eyes closed, just breathing. And I, at that time, actually had some pretty crazy mystical spiritual experiences that would be something that you have on psychedelic drugs. And that's been about 3 years ago. Really coming up, it's been about 3 years. And so now I had like a taste of, being able to experience and connecting with spirit. And then I feel like I've been in a desert for 3 years. And so like I'm craving, this a mystical experience, yet, so I'm at a place where I'm like, I want to be there. I'm still here and I want to be there already. And you really have to like rein that back in and go, this is where I'm at right now. And there are things that need to be dealt with right here before I can get there. Does this resonate with anybody? So I had a headache all night, and I refuse to take over-the-counter painkillers, over-the-counter, really anything anymore. And there is many reasons why. Most people that are asleep, maybe even some that are awake, because I consider myself to be pretty awake, but I just realized this stuff not too long ago, that even over-the-counter drugs have side effects that you wouldn't even, all of these things that we experience, like, headaches. Acetaminophen causes headaches. Do you take acetaminophen for headaches? Because, hey, Bella, thank you for, chiming in. How are you? Where are you tuning in from? So yeah, acetaminophen causes headaches, trouble sleeping. Ibuprofen, pain above your stomach, heartburn. Ibuprofen causes heartburn. I mean, we already know like allergic reactions, liver damage, kidney damage, sores or white spots on your lips or mouth. That's from acetaminophen. Ibuprofen can cause heart attack or stroke, stomach bleeding, edema, which is fluid buildup in your body. So are you retaining water? Do you take a lot of ibuprofen? And this stuff we're taking on a regular basis. Your doctor will tell you to take, some ibuprofen. North Carolina. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep it real, like I want to get on and talk, and I can sit and there's so many things that come up in my life that I'm like, somebody needs to hear this. And then I get on and I turn the camera on and I got stage fright and my mind goes blank. And then I start like, I tell a story and then I'm like, wait a minute, where was I? This squirrel moment. It's not ADHD. I know that doctors will say like children have this issue. It's because we have so much stimuli and we're not slowing down and shutting our freaking thoughts off. You're putting your kids in front of the TV. They're listening to music. They're doing all this stuff. Adults too. I mean, I am constantly like, I need to listen to a book or I need to watch a video. I follow a lot of people on these channels as well. Good morning, beautiful, from Albuquerque. Is that what that? Albuquerque? Hugs. Yes, I do. Fibromyalgia and arthritis. What was my question? That you're experiencing pain? That's terrible. What are you doing about that? God, see, where was I at? Squirrel moment. Anyways, so yeah, I just, I love being able to share. I love being able to talk. I really want to get my message like together. I was just sharing with a friend this morning, Missouri. Wow. Hey, Scott from Missouri. How I feel like my message is like all over the place. If you go back to my channel and like watch my videos, let me know if you think that as well. Makes you bleed. Yes, it is not good for you at all. So I hope that the stuff that I'm sharing is helpful. I have a lot more to share, but I have so much going on in my life right now, being a new mom, having a newborn, dealing with all of my emotional junk. It really takes, it's probably going to take me a little bit before I really get my shit together, and that's okay. As long as what I'm talking about, resonates with you and is touching your life in some way, that's all that matters. If I'm getting on here and you see me and you get the courage to, start your own YouTube channel, good, that's what I want. If me sharing with you my experience with CBD, leads you to that as well, and then you have an amazing experience with it, that's what I want. I just want to help. I want to help as many people as I can. Yes, it does. It works. It is. I've done the research on it. There's so much information out there on CBD, and it helps with so many things. And if you don't know why, it's because we have an endocannabinoid system in our body, and there's receptors on every single organ in our body. So it literally brings our body back to a state of balance and is able to work more efficiently. Being authentic, more important than being perfect. Yeah, I'm learning that. For a long time, I have really not been showing up as myself. I have been trying to project an image of what I think other people want to see. And then it leads me to feel inadequate because I'm not being true to who the fuck I am. So yeah, I curse. And on social media, I had somebody, say, well, I can't share your videos because I cursed in one video. This was like a year ago. I cursed in one video. I can't share your videos because you're cursing. I went back and looked, and she has not shared any of my videos. And you're only saying something now because you watched this one and there was a curse word, but you haven't shared anything. This was, she was a family member of mine. Um, and so I'm like, you know what? If I got to go get the baby. If me being me deters people from listening to my videos or following me, if me being me actually attracts people to me because they like my personality, then that's what I want. Yeah, I want to attract the people that resonate with me and with my personality. I can see dust flying around. Can anybody see? There's like, dust right in front of my computer. Thank you. Let me go get this baby. For being real. Thank you for being real. Curse all you want. Good, because I curse like a sailor a lot. I love you guys so much. Thank you for, jumping on and for, chatting with me and letting me vent on my YouTube channel. So I love you guys so much. I'm going to go get this baby and I will be back on at a later time.